Before he became the best support on the planet, KERIA was just a 17-year-old rookie on DRX with something to prove. And prove it he did by completely breaking the rules of what a support could be. Champions nobody dared touch in pro play, he locked them in and made them look meta. This kid didn't just enter the LCK, he rewrote it. Here are 20 moments where young KERIA straight up smurfed on the entire league.
Splash is going to get himself over here, and there's the flash play. Leo in potential trouble, Gorilla trying to play defense. No Cocoon has gone out just yet as both flashes from the bottom side, but the next hook is going to land. Gorilla is going to go down, and the rappel is there to get Pioshik to safety. Love the play.
Top 2 LCK top laner.
Yeah. It is Summit and Keen right now, and based on performance
usually
in Game 1,
only Keen can actually find edges over Summit inside of laning phase.
Yeah.
And manage to outperform him. And Doran's doing that here in game number 3. And even in game number 2, he held his own, which is the exact things that we talked about last
game
summer.
Number 1. If you're talking about the laning at that minion wave,
yeah.
Summit did that on purpose to make sure the minion wave
that
just
it
dies.
Keeps freezing.
Well, Gorilla is actually just going to flash in. Supreme Display of Talent does come down. Gorilla in trouble. Uses the stopwatch, but doesn't have the aftershock anymore. But now in comes the Olaf. Summit in there as well. Doesn't get onto KERIA. Great hook. Great play, and now he has to run out. The slows are going to come in as Doran goes golden underneath the turret, but Dragon X are destroying this team fight. Another Q. On Fleek wants to do it as Dove, able to lock down that kill, but the max range hook onto On Fleek, and now Def finds himself as many kills as he would like. Dove is going to go down. Pioshik grabs that with a cheeky Q, and KERIA dies to a turret.
And they might actually be able to end the game here, so someone's rejoicing.
About half health. The wild cards are there, and I love how DRX are slipping around this fight instead of actually just diving straight in, as Canna has to flash. They're underneath their turret. So much AoE comes out. 200 years worth of damage now as Def will take down Faker. Canna, the next one on the chopping block, as Doran does get his revenge. Incredibly strong. Let's have a look at this one again. I mean, if KERIA's done anything, he's at least proven that he's one of the best supports in the world. Well, even if they lose this series.
We take a look at this, and honestly, I mean, Bard Ultimate is so fantastic, as well as Def getting so much damage. Chovy coming in there with the bomb as well. KERIA taking a magical journey, and then watch what he ends up doing. Throws out the Cosmic Binding, flashes. Gets the double stun, and then unfortunately, he didn't need to walk forward. He actually, that was over. He didn't.
Yeah, could have walked
He
back.
felt bad for how much he did them dirty. He felt guilty.
Oh, slightly mistimed on that one. Makes up for it, though.
Yep. Has another magical journey, doesn't use it right away.
I like that he sets up the magical journey and then lines it up, takes him down.
Oh, nice, nice. Bottom.
Said, oh, nice, yeah. Although that was in English, I guess. Yeah, you know what I mean? Got 4 MR off of the Mountain Dragon. So a very big pickup. As you take a look at this, and the Tom Gets Devoured just changes everything, and everyone clumped up. We can't do it, just go eat Dragon, then go mid.
Yeah.
But now KT playing on up, looking around this Baron area, and they have already cleared out the majority of the vision. Oh, there's the flash play. Bono's going to fail the flash. Now going to go golden, seeing whether he can get his flag and drag back off cooldown, but Deft says no. He's going to grab that kill as now his ex-teammate is also into the bouncy castle and dead. As now Doran just umbral dashing over this wall, and could this be DRX's time to go for a Baron? Doran thinks maybe.
And Chovy starting up the Baron right now. Does have the magic shield.
Yep, Pioshik eating some honey fruit as well. Deft at full health. Kuro over to the side, does not have his equalizer available. Another hook is going to land as they're going to engage onto Sohan. Doran's very low. Ornhorn has been blown as Deft taking so much damage. Even the Baron throwing out autos on top of this Kalista, but Sohan's going to go down. DRX have found their team fight. Aiming, uses his Seraphs to try and keep himself alive. A 3-man stun with a petrifying gaze, but it's not enough, and DRX walk away with 5.
And DRX manages to walk away, and you can probably bet that the Dragons actually maybe played a part
100%.
in this team fight, as Chovy, he was looming on the outskirts, and there's no way anyone could have dealt with him inside of this team fight. As we take a look again, KERIA with the flash play to cancel the flag and drag. Bono failing the flash. And Bono still does a lot of damage with the Cataclysm. Tushin using his Stone Plate, locking up. Lots of damage right there. Chovy in the backline, stalking them like Zodiac himself. As Sohan aiming in Kuro, they looked like they were trying to run away. And now watch the Rift walk over on the right-hand side. Chovy's going to go for a flank. KERIA lands the hook onto Sohan. They did so much damage to him. Kuro trying to focus on Kassadin on the right-hand side, and all of their attention is just juggled, and aiming tries to make a hero play right here. Not quite able to do so. Petrifying Gaze hits everyone almost but Kassadin, and they end up winning.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, we had games where it's like teams would go for the dragon, and then the other team would just be like, okay, we'll take 2 of your turrets and get super far ahead. Well, Showmaker is going to die here as he gets hooked, just running down the river. No vision there. You got to be careful. Koshik is just he's such an alpha male Graves. He just like ran straight at that guy and put down Chili. Lantern's pretty good, but I don't know if it's going to get depth to the victory here. KERIA just saved his life so badly. 1v4 underneath the turret. This guy is unbelievable, as now everybody on the side of Damwon is trying to get out of here, but already it's just going to hell in a handbag, as Chovy is going to pick up a double kill here. Stopwatch, best item in the game. It is going to save his life as he does flash away. Chovy looking for a little bit more, as KERIA is still here. He's going to put down another lantern, because why not? Deft trying to look for that little bit of extra min-maxing, as now Chovy's going to go back in, as he's going to hop back here, but I think a little bit too risky, as they will at least trade it back, with Koshik coming in here to help out with the damage. Doesn't quite have that ultimate. He is going to hop forward and pick up the kill and gets away with the lantern. KERIA still here, by the way. This guy never goes home.
Gotten about, even though he fulfills the role that the team compositions often need better than some of the other selections that are being picked. And right now we just have a bit of a fiesta happening up here.
Another hook through the middle of the minions, as this time they don't have exhaust for the cannon, but will it matter? The answer is no, as Chovy is in your base, and he is just lining them up and taking them down. Only KERIA is going to be the one that goes down here, as Ghost is desperately trying to do something. But at 26 minutes, I think with the Baron, Dragon X is probably just going to end the game right now.
Yeah, DRX will I think DRX is still going to win. That was my post-draft prediction, just because there's so much volatility in this draft.
that's a flash. Permafrost does come in here as Hybrid. There's their headbutt into the wall for the mini-stun, and First Blood goes to Deft. DRX have identified exactly where APK is strong, and already they've... Yeah, and the time bomb looks like a rat. This Hybrid once again coming on over. Chovy pops the World Ender. Last chapter does come down. It's Flawless coming on in there, as you can see. Brilliant 3-man pulverize down from KERIA, and Hybrid's in the back line. Doran says, nope, he's in the Death Chamber. There's Ixu now trying to kite 4 members. He's not going to be able to, as Chovy grabs that kill comfortably and is now hunting after Flawless. He flags and drags to get himself out, but he will lose his blue buff. And this, LS, is how you're able to siege the tier 2 turrets. You kill everyone. As KERIA is continuing to do so. Shuriken backflip's going to land there by Doran. Gets on top of the LeBlanc as well. And Shelly might just go the distance.
Maybe just a Twitch that would go play to the Ruin King, plus Reno's Hurricane or something. As DRX.
Yeah,
okay.
Chovy with the World Ender. Flawless. Puts him in the Cataclysm, but who's trapped in where with who? His cover is going to chain up Chovy for the moment, but no vision available for APK in that brush. As Ixu now going to be the next target. Deft should be able to lock him down, as now Doran dives into the backline. Perfect execution, gets the 5-point strike onto 3 members. Goes golden in there as KERIA saves him with that flash pulverize, and Doran over to the side just gets hand-delivered at J4 kill, and there's the ace.
And that's going to be it for the end of this game number 1.
Yeah. That would have been maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, I mean, they can still...
Ning possibly in trouble. A lot of burst damage. But Ning is survives for a long time, but the Ezreal eventually able to take him down. It is in fact the Iceborne Gore.
They wanted. And Spirit.
Yeah, Spirit's going to turn up. Mystic
It's already starting to do a lot of damage here. There's the ulti back. They do nail it onto Spirit. Their Winter's Bite also going to land. True Shot Barrage comes in as Yoshik trying to find position. Fly gets into the back line, and Mystic is dead. Deft took it upon himself to take him down. Double kill already for Deft, Ezreal, and Fly is running the hell away from that Lee Sin. Spirit now trying to escape, and I think Afrika know that without Mystic, they're not going to do anything, as Doran's going to lock down the third kill of the skirmish, and this is what DRX have to do, and in this instance, they nailed it.
So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
We'll take a look though down at bot lane because bot lane's over. So we have some flip dynamics going on here. Guger dying immediately. KERIA with the haymaker. Kuzan picks up the ignite, casts it onto KERIA. Does not input an auto. Probably thought that he had it.
Safeguard.
It's really looking very grim at this point.
Rich is just gonna get in there. We got package on a chovy, and KERIA's just like, get away from my friend, as that is a big flank coming in from Doran. Galio gonna get a knockup, but the rest of the team is just running away. I mean, look at Varus in this fight. He can't get anywhere near them. He's doing nothing in this one. He's way too far behind. If you're trying to look cool in solo queue, that's a play that you might make. But from personal experience, I feel like going for the... Oh, he's actually going to catch him here. This might be a dead blitz as the flash on in. He's trying to make the most of it and trying to feed aiming. As the ultimate's going to come in, he finally gets a kill. But Chovy is going to put an end to that madness. As now flashing away is Chovy, the Olaf getting a lot of value here. Yoshik coming on in, KERIA running away up on the top side. As finally the Olaf dies, and the stun comes in from Bard, as Kuro's also going to go down. But now So1 in the midst of so many weak members of DRX. He's going to be able to take out the Jace, but these Bard stuns are insane. I think you guys know who my vote is for the MVP. With your Ezreal, with your Jace, they're going to have such a hard time getting into this. Just look at that. It's not even hitting. Okay, the shields go up, and now they're down. And I think they're just going to go, okay, here we go, the burst onto that one. They get the Baron. Trundle will have to flash away, but that's going to be a huge Temper Fate once again onto three members. He lands the stun, and there is the poke damage coming in. The immediate exhaust goes down, but it doesn't matter. KERIA is just lining him up and knocking him down like bowling pins. This Bard is insane. As there you have it.
KERIA just trying to use his passive to get that health bar back up to somewhere acceptable. And there's the ulti out, and once again it's on top of Spirit. He wants to be tanking it right now, as Deft is going to throw in the cow. That is a huge play, but the cow's going to go down. Aphelios as well, though. That's the main thing, is that's the double kill for Deft's Callista. And now Doran is just chasing these other two out of this fight. DRX should be able to grab this Mountain Drake. An amazing team fight, especially out of KERIA.
Oh man, that was one of the best Callista ulti from KERIA I ever seen in my life. That was such a great CC chain.
Yeah, he basically
Just slow the game a little bit down and just try to have some smart choice with rotation, but I guess KERIA is looking for the flank.
Yeah, it's not exactly slowing it down. They're just going in there. DRX trying to open up the kill here, and they're immediately going to take out that Ashe, as finally DRX finding some success here. As Flawless is going to get chased down as well. Caught out by the Braum flank. Never thought it would happen as Doran goes in the front door. That's going to be 3 kills in the favor of DRX.